Fred here, welcome back to the Gun Geek channel. Got home from work, had a box waiting for me on the porch. One of the things that are in here, or at least I think are in here, is a holster I ordered. Right now the only holster I really have is this Bulldog holster, and as you can see by the clip, you know, it's loose, but I use it as a range holster. Really, I have no opportunity to carry open or concealed in the state that I live in. So with that front loaded, I'm going to go ahead and open the box. I will be opening the box with my Kershaw Storm. Let's see. At least I got that open in one click so I don't go looking embarrassing on YouTube again, like I do when I attempt to run a gun. Got some tactical airbags, and this is what it's all about. What I ordered here is a Uncle Mike's holster, and one of the things that's irritating is trying to get this on and off my belt, you know, the clip. I wanted something that also held a little bit tighter, so if I attempt to run with all my front luggage here, it'll hold it tighter underneath the old belly roll. Alright, let's see what we got. So where I cut to get the instructions, what this is it has a paddle on the back and a sort of more of an all-purpose holster, because I'm hoping that it can fit a wide variety of my pistol, because I don't want to buy a separate holster for every pistol. And it can adjust a little bit. You can't back and forth, and it looks like it goes up and down a little bit. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and turn off the camera, read the instructions. The instructions suck. Alright, the instructions are sort of a all-purpose instruction for all kinds of different holsters. I hate instructions like this. You got to figure out which one applies to yours, and they were too cheap to have instructions specific for the model that I got. So not happy with that, but I think I got what I needed out of it. But it sucks. Anyway, specifically, this is a Uncle Mike's law enforcement paddle type holster, and it is size number 21, and it's safety checked. They're nothing, but I'm going to let you see, because I don't want the internet safety police to come get me. Now this is the Stoeger Cougar. It's a wide pistol, and for the most part it's blocking most of the trigger. I can get it down in there. There we go. So it's blocking where you can't get to the trigger, and it looks like it can fit in there. Once it gets loosened up, it'll probably go in a lot easier. So I can handle the Stoeger Cougar. It also did a good job of scratching your freaking gun with this button, with this snap, which I don't. Here's a 1911. Now the 1911 is a skinny kind of gun, so it should not have a problem. Well, for the range, I guess it's okay. Maybe. Have a little bit of concern. You can see some of the trigger in there, so that could be a concern. So I'm going to have to go back to my other holster on that. So 1911 is out. And of course this was made for the Glocks, and specifically the Glock 22 is what I bought it for. And I was hoping that it would get in there with the laser. And it's not going to fit in there with the laser on. So what I'm going to have to do is go ahead and take the laser off to use this. You can see that it does fit. So a little bit of disappointing. One of the things, it's very difficult to purchase a holster online without seeing it. I probably would have went to something a little bit bigger. You know, seeing the size now, I sort of assumed that a Glock 22 holster would probably fit most of these things, but it's a little bit smaller than I imagined. So, but still, it'll do what I want it to do. So, I'll live with it. Some of the things that came with this was an Allen wrench that you use to undo these two screws, which allows you to take the paddle off. What you see is two more screws underneath it, and you could adjust it so it's canted forward or back, depending on how you want to adjust that. Uncle Mike size 21. They did send me the right one. This was this plastic strap that you fit down here. Now this is Velcro on this side, so of course as soon as you do there it gets stuck and you can't get it down into that pocket, so they give you this thing, which is called a strap trap adjustment tool. So you can go ahead and use that to keep it from grabbing the Velcro, and then put this down in there, and then once it's down to the desired height, figure out, okay, how high is my gun, and then you just pull this out, and then it's sort of trapped in there, and you have that. This is kind of just a piece of vinyl, but you know what? You get what you pay for. This was okay with my discount. I get a discount because I have a CNR FFL, so I sort of get dealer license, so they take a couple dollars off, you know, maybe $10. So I paid $28 for this, and it's worth $28. So anyway, the way that this works, I put on my tactical belt. I don't normally sit around the computer with the tactical belt on, but it would go down your pants, the paddle, so not good. Decocker works, so we'll jam this guy down here. Not bad. See, the strap is going to have to come back a little bit, but that's good. So it'll work with the Cougar. Oh my god. Pete, tell me how to get rid of this, damn it. Alright. And so I guess you would break. You gotta keep your finger index on the side when you pull your weapon out of the holster. This way. When you pull it, it's indexed along the side where it should be. Notice how that moved? I hope it doesn't move when I have my tighter pants on with my tighter belt. I'm assuming it will. And when you pull out your weapon from the holster, you want to have your finger indexed on the side of the holster. As you pull it out, it'll end up indexed alongside of your pistol, so you don't end up with the. You shouldn't have your finger on the trigger until you're on target. And as you bring it on target, try not to sweep anything. Your foot, don't sweep your foot. Don't sweep anybody, anything. Get up on target. And life is good. And then put your finger on the trigger when you're sure your target ready to destroy it. All that good stuff. I do want to make a note here that I'm not a certified instructor. There was a lot of drama on YouTube, and it brought some good points as I'm going through all the comments, not on my channel but on someone else's channel, that I do want to make it clear that although I've had training, I am not a certified. I was an instructor at the Navy, but I did not instruct on firearms. I had training on firearms in the military, but those things never got together. So I don't have liability insurance if you shoot yourself. So this is just me sharing my joy and love of firearms with you, and hopefully we can learn something together.